Okay. If it didn't start now, then uh-oh. I don't know. So we are doing, as you can see over there, we're doing a little tutorial thing today. Um, yeah. It's a whole bunch of tutorials, as it probably says in the title. Um, so why don't we hippity hoppity get right into that there? I'm falling. Anyway, yeah, let's go. Magic, am I right, guys? Anywho's, okay, so here we are. Um, for people who don't know how to set up PvP in their rooms, I'm gonna show you how to do that now. Cause yeah, so what you want to do first is, if you don't know how to pull out your maker pen or anything, just go to your watch here. This is your watch. For normal people who don't, for normal people, it'll just open up when you look at it, but I have it where I click it and it opens up. So what you want to do first here is click on backpack. And here we are. Maker pen. You can click use to spawn it in here. Or you can click favorite and you can just pull it right off your shoulder. Um, yes, that's where the maker pen is. We're gonna quickly grab that. Alright, so what you want to do next is go here. So there's a little screen here. If you look at it, it'll open up its palette thing. No, that's the palette. I am having a stroke right now. Okay, so as you can see, we got this. This is called a game options chip, which we're actually gonna open that up now. So, when you open up the screen, go to create, um, go to gadgets, go to game chips, game rules, right here. This is what you're gonna want. So, um, oh, this isn't going away now. Okay. Let's take this over to our little creation area. We're going to smack it right here. And here's what we're going to do. So, you're going to want to open this up, hit configure, click on it, and now you have this whole thing of game rules. So, what I normally do is, whatever the name of your PvP game or dorm room, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm not sure if you can put it in your dorm, but who cares? You can just put the name of the game, anything, because whenever the game starts, it'll show what you type in here, or what's up on here. So I'm just going to write PvP here. You can choose any one of these for paintball, capture the flag, a quest, a stunt runner. So the game rules helps you with like making quests, which quests are actually kind of fun to make in my opinion. So what you're going to do now is scroll through the 25 pages. Like, so you might want to turn this on, so whenever the game starts, like whenever you get into the game, it'll automatically start, so the PvP will be activated as soon as you get in. So, yeah, you can do that, or you can just get a scoreboard, which I'll open that up in a second here. So you just kind of scroll through all this, look at all this stuff. I suggest putting join in progress supported, because then people can join into the PvP without waiting to join like a team or something. And team count, so there's 2 teams right now. You can change the size however you'd like. I do believe it cannot go up to 40, if I'm correct. We'll see. Yep, the team size can only go to 21. And the team count, let's go to 100 here and see what it does. Alright, so team count is 40 teams, each with 21 size, so, I don't know if you'd want this one, unless you want to have them change team, but I'm not going to select this, right now anyway. So, team selection method. You can do random, largest, score, or smallest. Smallest, you just join the smallest team as it says there, and random, you just kind of switch through them, and largest, well, you kind of get the idea. Over here we have, if you want to activate this, if you have a scoreboard, you probably want to get this one, because this one it allows you to change your team before you'd start per se. So now you can just kind of, I don't normally do these here, so you can look at them. If you want to, it's more normally for like a leaderboard-ish thing, I believe. Over here, okay. So, teammate beacon method. You can do revive available or show, Team outfit supported, I normally don't want to use that because then it'll give you like a blue jersey thing or a red jersey that goes around your outfit, and I don't think it looks the best anyway. So I'm not going to click on any of these here. So you can team radios. These things, so if you've ever played Rec Royale, it's basically just when you get far away from someone, you basically talk over walkie-talkies, so it's quite simple. Oh yeah, you'd also need team radio volume and team radio enter distance. So volume, it's volume, so you just turn it up for it to be louder, you know. Enter distance, so it should be when you enter the distance, it either goes away or starts. Exit distance is, I assume, it's just, it's basically relatively the same as enter distance, except it's when you exit, so. Alright, max health. This, it's for your player's max health, so let's say we go to 1,000. A normal sword will not kill you on your first hit. So if you have it set as 1,000, a sword cannot kill you on its first hit, or a couple hits actually. Max shield is when you get into the game with shield, or just, that's how much shield you can get during the game. Auto heal can be supported, so like delay, you can have it at like 0.5 or something, so it'll take half a second almost, or like half a second to have the full delay. Auto heal duration, you can just enter any amount you really want here, I guess. I mean, okay, I don't want to keep clicking on that. Auto respawn supported, you can have this if you want someone to respawn if they die or something, which if you're making a PvP game, you probably want to do that. Also, if you can hear noise in the background, I'm sorry. It's just, it's noise in the background. Revive mode, high five and handshake, or off. So if you want to revive someone in the game, like a quest, I'd suggest doing high five. You can do handshake if you're really feeling like that, but high five is probably the best way, I'd say. Come on, click it, please. Pick up equipment on revive. So if you're in a PvP game and you get revived, which I don't think you should have a revive available, because it just, yeah. You can just pick up equipment on revive, so there you go. Team friendly fire, you probably want to do this, so if you have 2 teams of 1, or 2 teams of 2, so you can friendly fire each of them. HUD tells you your health during the game. Oh man, there's so many noise in my background, I really hope you guys can't hear it. But the HUD is enabled here, so it allows you to see your health. Oh man, okay. Teammate player health bars always visible. You can turn this on to see. Oh my gosh. It's like they're trying to be loud. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, so team spawn point selection mode. This spawn main hand equipment. So you can give them like any weapon, I believe. It should be any weapon at all. Oh. So yeah, whenever they spawn in the game, in their main hand, they will get a whip. And then their offhand, I can get like a paint pistol or something. Broken equipment, you can either hide, destroy, or just respawn. Infinite reserve ammunition is mainly used for the big laser guns. Out of bounds restrictions, you can have that enabled. Doesn't really matter. And that's like everything you can do here in the game options. I'm not gonna showcase what it does, because you can just go into a PvP game and they normally use these. And if they don't, I don't know. So yeah, that's how you do that. Yeah. Okay, on to our next thing. Oh yeah, that's how you do PvP starts in your games. So if you just kind of scroll through there and look through everything, you can figure out what you want to do in your game, and once you figured that out, just go ahead and make it all. So we just did that. Now we're going to do this. So here's something you can do with a object trigger zone, which we'll just cover that really quickly here. So what we're going to do is throw this basketball in there. and you can have it start moving if you want it to. Sure, it looks a little odd, but still works quite the same. And depending on how you have it, it will go back and forth and back and forth. But whatever, that's fine right now because we'll cover that in a second. So I will now show you what to do here. So I'm quickly gonna go into the create option on your maker pen and go to gadgets, other gadgets, trigger volume. You're gonna want this thing here. It's a little purple square to begin with. So what I'm gonna have you do is just smack that here. It doesn't matter where you put it. Doesn't matter the size. As long as we have these certain things on here, then it'll work just fine. But the size does not matter. It doesn't need to be as big as the player. It doesn't need to be in the floor. It really does not matter where it is. It can be. It could be in the sky, I guess. I don't know. So here's what we're gonna want to do. Open this screen up here. Go to configure. Select it, and keep track of objects. Okay, now let's turn green. That is what we want. Let's get a very basic item out here. So let's go to props. It doesn't matter what you use. Why don't we use... We could use another basketball. We're going to use a bowling ball this time. Just because. Why not? So, as you saw on here, filter by tag. So we're going to want to change this to something like... bowl. Bowl. So we're going to want to put filter by tag as bowl. And the object you want the object trigger zone to like keep track of or move around like the basketball did, you're going to want to go to the object by configuring it. Go to edit tags, add tag, and then give it the exact same tag. And once you've done that, okay, depends on what you want to do with it here. So nothing will happen, as you can see so far. Nothing will happen. So what you want to do now is, it doesn't necessarily matter exactly what you do. I'm just using the animation gizmo as a example. So you want to wire the tan bit here by using wire. So wire and wire that. So now this thing is linked up here, and let's do this. So I'm going to configure it, okay? You can have it on ping pong, stop at end, which I suggest actually doing this, because then it just makes the animation thing much better. So I will now show you what you can do now. So we're just going to close this. So what you want to do is click on edit, and just click the kind of blackish part here with edit. Now the entire world just kind of went gray, except for this one little item. It's the full color. So what we're going to want to do is, I don't know if I've covered the animation gizmo before, but we have all these options, which we'll look at that in a second here. So we're just going to click on this, bring it over here, before we add any keyframes. That way, as soon as the bowling ball is either rolled into this area or thrown, doesn't matter how it gets here, as long as it's as long as you get it in here, the animation will play for this. So we want it to be inside of the zone. So what we want to do now is add keyframe. Now you can see down here it now has a 1. So now you can move it, and there should be a yellow line. So let's say you just have it go in the sky or something. You click add again. The yellow line that was below it is now gone. There's a new one here. So you can hit add it again and put it back. Doesn't matter where you put it. I'm not gonna put it back. I'm just gonna like drop it here or something. So now we can scroll all the way back to the beginning and hit play, allowing us to watch the animation we just made. Okay, so remember when I said put ping pong and stop at end? That way it will not go back and loop to the start. Because we don't want that. So we want it to stop at end so it'll stay in the air like that. So let's just let it drop there. Now, let's try this out. So as you can see, the animation will not work yet. So we have to do one final part in order for this to work. So we're just gonna set that here. Take the wire play, this little red bit here, all the way over here to this little red bit. It should say when entering zone. So now, here's what you want to do. So as we can see, it's right there. So now we just kind of throw it in there. Oh, it probably went a little too fast there. What the heck went wrong? We'll find out tonight. Okay, so I did this exact same thing just a second ago. Okay, this is a little odd actually. Did the keyframes get messed up? That is odd. Oh, perhaps I have it a little different here. Oh, Well, I am not exactly sure right now, because this is how it works. So let me go over here, okay? And let me show you. So as you can see, we have the play here wired to this when entering zone. And this thing, it has the same filter by tag. So, I mean, that's how you would do it, but why won't this work? I'm actually genuinely a bit confused here. So, that's it. Oh. Okay. 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 I capitalized the B in that one. Okay. So now you can just take it over here, throw it in, and it starts the animation. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And okay. That's because it's on ping pong. We actually probably want to have it on stop at start, so it won't. Okay, never mind. Oh man, I'm just having difficulties here. But whatever, that's how you would do it. You can change the speed percentage to, I don't know, 3,000. It just moves really fast. But yeah, that's how you would do it. Just make sure you have the same exact tag. And on to our last little tutorial bit. So, as you can see here, and you've probably seen the entire video, there's a red laser right here. So what happens if we touch it, you may be asking? Probably not. And works the same. Okay, so here's the ordealio. As you can tell, whenever you enter this red light, it activates an alarm sound. So now, why don't we get to the how to make it part. So what you want to do is go to Create, Gadgets, Other Gadget. Actually, you want to go to Gizmo. Never mind, I was wrong. Rangefinder and Other Gadgets. So the second page, Other Gadgets. And this is not CV2 stuff, so no need to worry about CV2 right now. So we're just going to spawn this in here. As you can see, there's no laser coming out of it, which we still have yet to make. So go to Math Chips, Variable Chip, spawn it in here. And then what I did was use an SFX chip. It doesn't matter what you use. Like, you can use a sampler, add your own sound. Like, you could go, like, you have to wait for it to be ready to record, though. So you can go like blah, essentially. So you can go like, yeah. So it'll play your voice, or whatever you're doing in the background. Like, you can even make a sound out of this, or like a song-ish. But yeah, you can use that. And now I'm going to show you the process. So, we have on and off here. Distance, object ID, player ID. So what we're going to do here is wire on and off to this red pin on the variable chip. That is the R chip. What you want to do is go in, you want to configure it, go to R signal, and hit 1. Now you can see there's a laser coming out of it here. And if you want to control the max distance, you wire this up to the green chip, configure it, And let's say you give it like about a 50. It's now super small. So if you were to give that like about a 680, it'll be relatively the same. So it kind of depends what you use for it on the length and height. Um, just overall how tall or whatever, And this does not need to be hooked up if you want it to go infinitely or just to the nearest wall. Oop. No more. Doesn't even say it's hooked up anymore. What? I am bamboozled. What? What? Okay, yeah, it's just bugged out then. Okay, so now what you want to do is go to play sound. Actually, wait, why don't we quickly configure? Select this. You can use 3D audio so it sounds like nearby, not everywhere. So you can select any one of these you want. I went with it's not that one. It should be this one. Yep. So I use this one, but we're gonna use something else like that. So play sound. Wire this to player ID or object ID. Doesn't really matter. But I'm going with player ID so it measures the player. So uh, you can also go in here and show laser when gadgets are hidden. So you can select that, and now whenever you drop it, the maker pen or get rid of your maker pen, the laser is now there. So we're just gonna want to point that this way, and now, like over there, whenever you walk into it or touch it with your hand, doesn't matter, even your head, it'll play its sound. So that's how you would make like a laser kind of thing. You can even make like a little spy game with this. Climbing under the lasers. But I do believe we're gonna quickly unwire this, and now we're gonna get ourselves a respawn point from the gadgets and other gadgets page. So now you want to wire spawn player here now to player ID. This is if you want someone to respawn if they get hit by one of these lasers. See, you just essentially died. And I don't know how you can add this to a gun as well. It doesn't exactly it doesn't really do much for a gun. You can I guess okay, you could actually make a sound play whenever someone gets hit by the laser. That way like there's someone there. In which I can actually show you that now if you guys would want to. So, I mean, a little too late for you guys not to, because I heard, yes, please, my guy. So, we want the SFX chip. Sorry, I keep having a stroke when I hear that.
Goal.
So, we're just going to have it as goal. Play on player ID. Okay. Now, what we're going to want to do here is, doesn't matter what you get, I'm just going to go with a very basic laser pistol. And now we need to go to gadgets, gizmos, clamp, and just kind of, we don't need, it doesn't matter where we set this. Like, I'll just set it like here. And we're going to want to wire the tan bit here, the very tan top, to this. The black parts of each of these, by the way, not the little chips. To come on, it's not one to the. It's a bit weird. It's not one to select for me here. So, that one actually does not need to be hooked up to this, so never mind. I remember now. You don't need this hooked up. It's just kind of like one of them extra chips that if you're going to make this into an invention, you want to have in the invention. Okay, so now what you want to do is, it doesn't matter how you're doing it. You can scale it down, scale it up. Like, what if we have just one of these really big guns? We're not going to have a big gun, though. We're just going to have I'm not sure if this is normal size or a little less than normal. I'm not sure. Not sure anymore. So what you're going to do is hit the select button. Select it. So there'll be a green box around it. So what you want to do now is grab it. And as you see now, it's not dropping. So that's good. We want that. And what you can do is put the pistol where the laser is on the rangefinder, and then wire the pistol to the black part of the clamp. That way now, you can use this gun as its own tool. Okay, so now it'll drop.
Goal!
So now if anyone were to walk in front of this, you would know there's someone there. It kind of depends on where you put this thing at, because it could hit you as well. So it could be a little bit of false information.
Goal!
See? So you probably want to get the very end of the laser at the tip of it there.
Goal!
But yeah, now you can shoot and see if anyone's in front of you. So there we go. That's how you do that, I guess. And if you want to make an invention, just click Make Invention. And you want to click on the rangefinder, the clamp, the gun, and oh boy, the SFX chip. Where'd it go? There. Make sure you get that as well. And the variable chip. Finally, there you go. So you want to hit next. You can title the invention here. And now all you got to do now is just take a picture of the gun, or it doesn't matter what it is, item, and just create it. And now it's been successfully saved. You can publish it if you want. You don't need to, but
Goal!
you know, that's how you necessarily do that. Yeah. I mean, there we go. That's the end of the tutorial there. So like, you know, we got this thing, and you probably want to give it a lot of range too, so it can reach someone from afar. And you can also add this to like a sniper. It works the same for kind of any weapon. But yeah, that's how you would essentially add a laser attachment to a weapon, or just use lasers. So yeah, thank you for watching. This was the video. I hope these tutorials may have helped you. And if they did not, sucks to suck, I guess. Sorry, I guess, I don't know. But thank you for watching. Hopefully these tutorials helped you out. I hope I was clear enough with them. Hope I was just, good. Anyway, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.